Hello, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we are doing the review for Tales of Arise on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. We're going to go ahead and do this one live. I want to see how this kind of works because I played through it all weekend. I still haven't finished it yet. I'm just a little under 30 hours, but I feel like I'm getting pretty close to the end. It's been an interesting journey, to say the least. So I bought this game on Xbox Series X, and I bought this game on PlayStation 5. So for the first few minutes of this, we're going to talk about the experience over the two consoles. The PlayStation. I'm going to go ahead and start with the PlayStation 5 version. The PlayStation 5 looks amazing in the 4K mode. It runs pretty decently in the performance mode, so you don't really have nothing to really fear there. The high quality mode, though, the 4K mode, you are going to notice like screen not screen. I haven't seen any screen tearing, but you are going to notice frame drops. It's not unplayable by any means, but you're going to be. If you've played Ratchet and Clank at 40 frames per second with 120 hertz TV, then you'll kind of understand a little bit how that's going to feel. It's not unplayable by any means, and it does feel a lot smoother than 30 frames a second. But at the same time, you're still going to get that screen judder appearance every once in a while. Xbox does have that too. In the if you don't have a TV capable of VRR, you are going to get the but it's nowhere near as bad. Like, and it's a lot less noticeable most of the time, but it is still there. So the definitive way to play this game is going to be on PC, obviously. But if you have a Xbox Series X with a VRR TV, then you're going to be fine, or a monitor. You'll be fine with that. PlayStation 5 still lacks VRR support. Probably not a lot of people have taken advantage of getting a TV with VRR support, but I do highly recommend that this generation. That just gives you the more optimal experience. You're going to get the higher resolution still, and you're also going to be able to retain that that smooth feeling all the way throughout. When it comes to game length, like this game, like I'm already almost 30 hours into this game. When it comes to game length, yeah, it's definitely there. Where the last game I played was Scarlet Nexus. The last JRPG I played was Scarlet Nexus. I really liked Scarlet Nexus. I thought it was great. When you're playing Scarlet Nexus and you start to get toward the end of the game, it starts to get more like I really liked it, but it started to get like really repetitive, a little bit toward the end, like in that last stage or whatever. Like it was like, they kind of dragged that out. It kind of feels like they do that a little bit in Tales of Arise 2 or as well, but at the same time, it's not as annoying per se, because I mean, like, you can escape if you want, and I've been doing that, so a little bit toward the end. I feel like I'm in the last levels though, because that's kind of the way like the Scarlet Nexus played out, where like you were just fighting like hordes of monsters. So that kind of feels like that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I got to a point yesterday where I thought, oh man, all right, cool. So I beat the last boss. I beat the dude, whatever. And then and then it like just had me doing like these like weird, stupid little side mission things. So I was like, all right, yeah, that was definitely it. But then come to find out, man, I was like I'm like a whole nother 8 hours past that. I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, this is pretty amazing. And like the story hasn't slowed down. It hasn't let up. It hasn't gone in any weird directions whatsoever. So I'm happy. Like, I'm content. I am really loving this game. I am almost to the point to call this my game of the year right now. We still have 3 months left of games coming out. I'm literally almost to that point to call Tales of Arise my game of the year. So, like, I'm almost there, man. I mean, there was Resident Evil Village, that was great. Scarlet Nexus, Near Replicant. All right, so let me put it this way. Let me make this a little bit simpler. If I had to choose between Near Replicant, Scarlet Nexus, and Tales of Arise, I'm going to take Tales of Arise every single day. Every single day. There have been some points in this game that are literally freaking amazing. Like the visuals, the story arcs. I mean, like, oh my freaking gosh. Like, I remember Scarlet Nexus, but I feel wowed way more in this game. There are like some beautiful, beautiful environments that are just so great. And the detail in the characters, oh wow. I mean, this is great. Yeah, Cabbage, I'm definitely saying you should buy this game. Would you say Flight Sim was your game of the year if it wasn't out last year? Flight Sim is amazing. Like, I think Flight Sim is going to win most technically impressive game of this year, hands down. Like, I don't see any other game beating that technically as a technical showcase. Like, I don't see that. But I'm literally like this. Oh man, like I haven't been into JRPGs for so long, and the fact that like these games are like pulling me in. Wow, man! Like my hat's off to Bandai Namco right now, man. They're like two bangers right in a row. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty happy with Tales of Arise. This game is great. I definitely feel like if you're on the fence about it, you shouldn't be, because you're going to get that. You're going to get that story. You're going to get that exploration. You're going to get that that sense of combat. Toward the end, I mean, the combat doesn't change so drastically as much as it did like in Scarlet Nexus. I would say it's on par with Scarlet Nexus combat-wise for sure, easy. If I had to, if I had to pick, between those three games that I said, Near Replicant, Scarlet Nexus, and Tales of Arise, it's definitely Tales of Arise for sure. Both my monitors got VRR. It's really helpful. Whenever you're getting a new TV, make sure it has VRR and free. Yeah, definitely. So, is there anybody in here that's got any questions about this game particularly before we get into the console wars? Oh my gosh, the console war nonsense, man. That console war nonsense is great, though. Jeff blew up my comment on that video I posted earlier. Man, I'm just being honest, guys. Like, seriously. Like, right now, man, with VRR support, like, dude, this game has been so freaking fun, man. It's been so good that, what would you like in the game too? Okay, so definitely gives you that Final Fantasy vibe. Like pretty hardcore, that Final Fantasy 15 vibe. It definitely gives you that Final Fantasy 15 vibe. So if you liked Final Fantasy 15, you're gonna love this, because this, like, the characters and story are way better, like way better than Final Fantasy 15. Hey Frog, one of the guys, Digital Foundry, said some of the things analysts that they beat said about Deathloop were wrong. Maybe the dynamic resolution is different. We'll see. Hopefully, man. Like, at this point, it like really doesn't matter too much, because I don't go into PlayStation games expecting a 4K. Like, I don't expect 4K. I don't expect 60 frames a second at 4K. I mean, if I can get the same performance that Doom Eternal has on Deathloop, I'll be fine. It'll be whatever. But I don't know, man. But I haven't watched Digital Foundry for analysis for a while. They put too much. They put too much like spin on it, like too much personal. Like like they put too much into it, man. Like I like the way El Analista de Beats does it, because he's just quiet, man. He says what he needs to say and then he gets out. It never feels biased. And like, I'm really not trying to be biased on this channel. I hope you guys know that. I'm really not. But I'm telling you guys, I have Tales of Arise on both consoles. I bought both versions of it, and the optimal experience is on the Xbox. It just is, dude. The VRR makes the game a freaking, like, a wonderful game to play. It really does. So if you have the choice to buy it on the Xbox, I would pick that. If you only have the PlayStation 5, you're still getting a good experience. It still looks good. I do kind of feel like the textures are a little bit. I don't think the textures are stripped back, but they are. The Xbox does present them better. So if that matters too. Yeah, I've been watching El Analista de Beats for a while. Don't listen to Jeff, man. The trip he's awesome. Yeah. I try to be honest. I try to give you guys the best information so you guys can make the best informed decision. I do like Xbox right now. I do like what they're doing. I do like the performance. I do like how my games feel on the Xbox right now, far more than I do on the PlayStation, guys. And that's just me being honest. That's not me. I mean, obviously I have a PlayStation 5. I have an Xbox. If the version was better on the PlayStation 5, I would tell you that. Don't stop giving your opinion or you will just become a fake YouTuber. Yeah. I don't want to be a fake guy, guys. So yeah, like I'm giving you the best opinion and the best actual, I mean, because anybody can go back and try this. Anybody with money can go buy both consoles and buy both games and see exactly what I see. Like it's not freaking rocket science, bro. I mean, obviously the performance in the game is clearly running better on the Xbox Series X. Even without VRR, it is still running at a higher frame rate throughout and resolution than it is on the PlayStation 5. I do not think the PlayStation 5 version is actually hitting the exact same high resolution. I think it's a dynamic resolution, to tell you the truth, guys. And I think the Xbox is staying higher a lot higher. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have the tools to do that. That's just my own opinion. I mean, it looks sharper and crisper on the Xbox than it does on the PlayStation. I will pick this game up and let you know. I'm going to be busy next few days. Might be able to play it. Yeah, dude, this is definitely a weekend game. And I suggest you start Friday right after work so that you might be able to get done by Sunday. Dude, I was up till midnight playing this freaking game, man. I have not picked it back up today. I had to go grocery shopping, and then I put that other video out because I've been thinking about it all day. And now we're just doing this live, for this game. Because I feel like Tales of Arise is one of those games that's going to be an instant classic. A lot of people, that if you already loved this series, this is my first Tales of Arise game. So if you've already loved this series, you're going to love this game. Like, this game is great. I never played the old one, so I can't tell you about like how the combat's evolved or any of that kind of stuff. But I do definitely feel like the combat has evolved to a certain extent from just playing, just from Scarlet Nexus. Yeah, I am running OLED with VRR, and it looks great on my OLED TV. The PlayStation colors look a lot less colorful, though. Like, I mean, that's just been the case with all my PlayStation games, dude. It always looks like it's running better color on the Xbox version for some reason. Like, it's more vibrant. Any thoughts on Deathloop Reception? Although PS5 timed exclusive, I think from what I've heard, and from what I kind of gathered just by my own thoughts about it, I kind of feel like this is going to be a real big hit on Xbox. I don't necessarily know if it's going to really knock it out of the park on PlayStation just because of the performance. But when it gets to that Xbox and it's running smooth and everything's great, I think this game's going to kick off there. Yeah, if this generation is definitely the generation to have OLED with VRR. Like I completely agree with that, Cabbage. I still got to play Deathloop on my own, of course. Yeah, definitely. It's just Deathloop is one of those games where you're gonna have to play it yourself to know if you're really gonna like it. Gameplay, visual aesthetics, listening to somebody talk about it. I just don't necessarily. It doesn't run well on PS5. It does run well on PlayStation 5. It just if you're playing in the quality mode, Patrick, it's gonna be like you're gonna see the frames like fluctuate a lot, and it's not stable ever. It's just kind of, like hovering. It's almost like it's hovering. It feels better than Ratchet and Clank did on 40 frames a second, but it also feels not exactly optimal. But it is playable. You know what I mean? Like it is playable. It'll probably be a decent experience. I'm not really noticing all the frame rate drops and stuff during combat. So I mean they're hiding that pretty well. Like the combat feels pretty smooth on the PlayStation 5. It feels pretty decent. Visuals, I mean, like visually it looks good. It looks pretty close to Xbox. I mean, like it's pretty close. It does look a little softer in some parts, and maybe the textures look a little bit less, but not to an extent to where if you're not looking at them pretty much both side by side or flipping back between them like I was, you're not going to notice it as much. It's gonna have like good looking parts, and it's gonna have parts that you're like, ooh boy, I don't know about that, But for the most part, same general pop in on both consoles. Like the pop in is about the same. So, Deathloop 4K, 45 frames apparently. Yeah, I mean at least it's hitting 4K. What's up, Ionics? Because PS5 won't release VRR. Yeah, dude, if PS5 would release VRR, these games would be a lot better. It does, but according to the performance mode is dynamic resolution 4K to 1300p at 60 frames a second. Quality mode dynamic 4K to 1800p, 50 to 60, and a 30 FPS ray tracing. Oh, that's 9 foot. That you're talking about. You're talking about the other game. I'm talking about a Rise. I haven't got into the Deathloop. Hey Desmond, how you doing? I haven't got into the Deathloop thing really too much. 4K native. It looks pretty close to native on Xbox. PlayStation 5 a little bit softer. I don't know if it's necessarily hitting exactly 4K, but Deathloop, I don't know. If Tales of Arise is something I want to play. Oh man, I'm liking it, dude. I'm almost considering calling this like my game of the year. But I mean, I still need to go back and look at some of the other games that I played this year and like really think about that, because this game has been good. Like I've really enjoyed this experience. I've been playing it literally since Friday until until like midnight. No, I didn't finish it. I'm on Rena right now. I'm on Rena. I've been on Rena for about an hour. Maybe a little more than an hour actually. I don't know. I'm on the yeah. Oh, I was referring to Deathloop. Oh no, I'm not really talking about Deathloop right now because I won't be able to start playing that till about 10 o'clock. So no, I'm at the fourth realm. It's definitely my game, dude. It's damn good, Jet. Like I'm almost ready to call this my game of the year. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty close, dude. It's good. I'm enjoying like every minute of this. So I'm still in my neighbor's PS5 when KOTOR comes out. Yeah, by the time KOTOR comes out, you'll be able to get one for $250, dude. There'll be plenty of them out there by then. It takes a really good game for me to be into that art. So, okay, Patrick, here's the thing, dude. The art style, while like what you're seeing online and everything, once you're seeing this thing at like 4K, man, on your screen, dude, and like the color palette, whew, some of it doesn't necessarily look like it's. I mean, it looks hand drawn, but it doesn't necessarily look like it's not like Borderlands or anything. It's like solid freaking. It's not cell shaded, but it is cell shaded. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look cell shaded, but it is. You know, if that makes sense. It doesn't have all like the Borderlands like markings and stuff like that. It looks clean. It looks freaking clean. If you also say it's game of the year and Frog is saying it, I'm definitely gonna. Yeah, dude, it's freaking. It's damn good, man. The story alone in this game has like has like kept me like, wow, dude, this is pretty cool, man. Like this is good. I'm like, woo, boy. It gets good, man. Oh. You gonna buy Deathloop? I already bought it. I bought it. I'm just waiting for it to. Let me see if it's actually downloaded yet. That was what I was gonna check earlier. Gosh dang it, dude! I want to play this a little bit tonight before I got to go to bed for work. I was gonna play it a little bit. Yeah. The one that you said you're in the fourth area right now, the wind area. She's oh, see, look there on PlayStation 5. See, I bought Tales of Arise on PlayStation 5 too, just so I could do my review on it. Oh, look at this! You see this, guys? I've got my my remote for my TV, and it works on my TV, dude. So. If you have a Vizio or your remote will work on your PlayStation. Let's see. Deathloop, right there. Oh, I guess I could download it now. Cool. Oh, that really sucks, man. I wish I would have had that downloading already. Oh, it should be fast though. It should be pretty fast. Yeah, I heard Tales of Arise was optimized pretty well on PC. Yeah, it seems pretty optimized on console too, at least on the Xbox so far. It's been the frame drops I don't think are as bad as they are on the PlayStation. You got to find. Oh, yeah, I definitely found that there's when you fight the fifth realm, dude. Holy freak in gosh! You thought the dude at the end of freaking you thought the guy at the end of whatchamacallit, Scarlet Nexus was hard. Woo! Ooh, man, it gets pretty intense, dude. It's getting pretty intense. I'll tell you that. I'm waiting on Deathloop. I'm not even gonna lie, Jet. I actually bought some of the freaking the levels. I bought like all the levels because yeah, dude, it was getting pretty rough. So and I was trying to get through this so I could do this review. So yeah, dude, I bought some levels. I'm a cheater. I'm a dirty, filthy cheater. Yeah, I heard Tales of Arise. That is kind of one of those things, you know, that like with the Japanese with the JRPGs is they do get pretty freaking tough, man. They do get pretty dang tough. Yeah, I mean, I bought it, Patrick, because I'm going to be doing a review on it and do some live on that one. Just finished Tomb Raider Trilogy on PC, everything Ultra 4K. Heck yeah, dude. Oh gosh, that Tomb Raider Trilogy is a pretty freaking good one. I wish I could get the first one in 4K on my Xbox. Deathloop got a 10 out of 10 on IGN. They're like, this was great, man. That means it's going to be super woke. Great. No, I'm just joking. I've been smashing Tales of Arise. It's freaking good, huh, Mellow Wolf? It's freaking, dude, I'm loving this game, man. Yeah, I'm smashing Tales of Arise. Right, Chronicles 2 can get pretty tough. Dude, I think these JRPGs, man, they get like unrealistically tough sometimes. Always toward the end because they just keep throwing so much at you, man. You're just like, gosh dang, this is where the story's getting good. I just want to beat it and be done with it. I think the way this game is designed, they want you to use. Yeah, dude, it got pretty freaking. It started getting ridiculous, like pretty quick, dude. Like in uh like in the fourth, yeah, like the fourth area, man. Like it just like all of a sudden it went from decent, you know, to like the little wolves and everything out there to like these big monsters everywhere. I'm like, ooh, dude, what the heck? Yeah, it does run better. It does run better on Xbox, not like super. It is noticeable for sure, but if you got VRR, then it then it runs pretty perfect. Like it's been running great with VRR. The game lets you buy levels. Yeah, you can only buy. I think you can only buy like 30 levels though, and it's pretty cheap. It would cost me like $10 or something. I've already spent like $40 in DLC on this game, dude. I bought like all the outfit sets and everything for everybody. I think it's a good game, and when they're a good game, dude, I don't mind supporting the developers. You know, I'll pay. I'll pay for that. You know, if I'm getting that gameplay, like a good chunk of gameplay, guys, I have no problem paying for that. Oh yeah, dude, on PC is probably, if you got like everything set, it'll probably be the most optimal experience. But the best on console, Tales of Arise or Scarlet Nexus, Tales of Arise. I love Scarlet Nexus. I thought it was great, but this is better. It's just better, Juan. Like better in every single freaking way. It's better. No, I do like the Tales of Arise story more than I did the Scarlet Nexus one as well. Yeah, dude, if I had to pick out of oh gosh, dang it, what was the first one I played this year? Nier Replicant, Scarlet Nexus, or this? Tales of Arise is definitely the winner. I'm almost ready to call this my game of the year, Juan. Like that's how good it is. Like I'm leaning heavily towards this being my game of the year. If you liked Final Fantasy 15, this is way better than Final Fantasy 15, like way better. Yeah, I like the story and tells better. It's definitely like more. I like how grounded it feels. Yeah, it did. Scarlet Nexus did get a little bit confusing toward the end for sure. This one here almost kind of tried to, but it didn't. It was like, okay, yeah, I kind of expected that part, but then but then again, like there's some stuff that I was like, yeah, no, like that was pretty good. I like how they work. I like how that worked. It's SJW, but it's like the right kind of SJW. You know what I mean? It's like it's SJW kind of done right. You know what I mean? It's like you got a power girl, but they're also freaking vulnerable. You've got a power like a strong male guy, but he's vulnerable. Like it shows just how it works. It's not like in your face like, oh well, we need like power women and stuff and blah 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 and all the kinds of stuff. And it's like it's not like super SJW at all. So, but it's SJW done right. Like you still got your waifus and everything else, so you'll be fine with that. Like, like seriously, guys, I've been uploading pictures of Shion is in like the I think the coolest outfit like I've ever seen in a freaking like JRPG, dude. Like that outfit's cool, and her hair is freaking amazing. I actually I might buy this I pre-ordered Call of Duty. I'm not buying Call of Duty on both consoles though. I'm not. I'm just buying it on the Xbox. I'm not even going to try it on the PlayStation. Yeah, I think I am near the end, dude. I'm in the I'm on Renin. I'm on is it Renin? Or is that the people? I'm on Rena. I'm on like the farthest planet you can get. Yeah, like the grinding part isn't too bad in this. If you better start grinding early though. You better start grinding early. I feel like you should start grinding early, and don't be stupid like me and buy those things before you grind. Don't buy them all at once. Like that's just kind of dumb. I bought them because like I was, holy crap, man! Like it was. I don't mind the game taking a long time, but okay. Here's my thing, guys. Here's my thing with story games. If I cannot beat them over the weekend, then it kind of throws me off, because if I don't beat them over the weekend or within the next couple of days after the weekend, then I don't get that full experience. So I try to do what I can to get through them to at least get my story experience because I love the story, but I have to get a full complete story like as quick as possible. So I'll skip side quests most of the time. I'll skip grinding if it's not necessary. Sometimes I have to lower like the difficulty or whatever, but I have to get through them usually generally over the weekend, or it's like, oh man. Some stuff I'll play longer, but now that I've got like my full-time job and I'm doing the YouTube channel and I'm buying more games than I've ever bought before now, yeah, it's kind of hard to do a whole lot of. Yeah, these side quests are pretty decent. I did some of them during the beginning. I've lucked out a few times because I'm a pack rat and I collect everything I find. So like I've done like some side quests that are like, oh yeah, man, I just need these, and then it's like, well, give them the stuff, and I'm like, okay. I've bought like the top tier weapon, almost the top tier weapon. Like I'm pretty close to the top tier weapons. I've been saving my money. Been up or forging a lot of weapons. This is one of those ones that if you've got the time, if you're going to do all the side quests and you're going to do all the grinding necessary and you're going to play this game on the at least normal difficulty, you're looking at 50 to 60 hours, man, easy. Depending on how good you are with the combat and how well it clicks, you're about 50 hours, 50, 60 hours into this game if you do all of that. I was like 40 something hours on Scarlet Nexus, so I'm more of a start RPG and finish it 3 years later kind of guy. I think this is way more action RPG one, so you might be able to get through it quicker. Consider myself a JRPG. Yeah, I don't necessarily consider myself a veteran. I play a lot more. How many hours do I have? I'm about 28, 29 hours. I think I'm pretty close to 29 hours right now, Jay. Oh, let's go ahead and. Oh, wow. See, dude, that thing is fast. That thing is so fast. Tales of Arise. Ice cold. How many hours do you have? I think I'm at like 29 hours. And I like the song in the first two. 26, and I just hit the fourth round. Then you're doing a lot of side quests and stuff. You're doing everything. There's been like a few levels that I, instead of like battling every single thing I run into, I escape. $28, $57, $26. 28 hours, 57 minutes, and 56 seconds. Oh, look at that thing, dude. Let's see if I can give you a better view. These freaking things. Where I'm at, dude. Oh, Scarlet Nexus is getting an update, huh? Oh, dang, yeah. I find the anime opening in Arise cringe, lol. Yeah, there's a few more parts in there that have that cringed anime, but it's not long. It's not super long, so it's not bad. I mean, like, this game here has got so much beauty and so much fun and so much enjoyment in it that you can overlook the little things. I'm on the Texas coast. We have no power right now. Damn, Gary, that sucks, bro. That really sucks, man. Yeah, there was a couple places in there, Jet, that I was like, man, dude, I kind of want to do the side quest, but like I said, man, like I wanted to just get my story in, man. So I started rushing, even after I said I wasn't gonna rush it, man. Gosh, it just sucks, man. The story gets so good in these games that I want to continue to get through my story stuff, man. Sometimes that kind of outweighs the side quests and all that other stuff. But this game here is pretty fun to grind for the most part. It's not bad. Like, I mean, if I wasn't so busy all the freaking time, I could definitely see myself putting like a solid week, man, playing this game easy. You know what, Christian? Control Ultimate is the first game that I've ever gotten close enough to where I actually almost freaking platinumed that game on one playthrough, dude, because I was like really into that one, really playing that stuff, man. Like, I love those freaking Metroidvania type level designs and stuff. Hopefully you guys get your power back, Gary. That really freaking sucks, man. That really does suck, dude. With all these new cool games out. Yeah, dude. The only thing that screwed me on that, Christian, was, you know, those board measures that you have to do during the when you're like, if you start board measures early in that game, like seriously early, then you'll platinum it. I could have platinumed them. That was the only thing that I didn't do, was complete like 5 board measures, 5 of the things, and now I've like been trying to like go back and do them, but that's on my my original version. Like, I am doing another playthrough, but I'm not as being as thorough, so I don't necessarily think I would hit the platinum doing that. Is Jeff still in there blowing up the comments on that other one?
You said mean things about PlayStation again. You don't love the PlayStation every single day. You don't freaking blah blah blah.
I'm like, come on, guys. Like, I do like my PlayStation, but the experience is better on the Xbox right now, guys. Like, I'm not really trying to be a dick to PlayStation, guys. I'm not trying to be a dick. I hated the protect the personnel board measure. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, Gary. That really does suck, man. I wish you guys had power there so you guys could play these freaking games. It looks like that video is going to be a little popular too, man. Oh, well, maybe not that popular. 101 comments already, dude. Oh, yeah, dude. That, I love Control. I bought it twice now. I was thinking about picking it up on the PlayStation. Like, it was like $13 or something, or $20 on the PlayStation the other day, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, do I really need to buy it again? Do I really? I mean, I was like, because everybody was saying, oh, but it's better on the PlayStation 5, and I was like, man, do I really need to buy it again? Jeff's comments always have the red. I know, huh? He's like blowing it up, man. He's blowing it up. Like, I mean, they're comments. So, I mean, like, I'm getting, like, the video's getting recognized. I mean, thanks, Jeff, for doing your part, bro. That's probably why they take off and they start freaking doing a whole bunch of impressions on them real quick, is because Jeff gets in there and freaks out on everybody about it. I was playing the game when it went out. Oh, dude. Gosh. How far are you on it, Gary? Yeah, you guys can talk about your experience too, man. If you're playing Tales of Arise, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about your experience too. I want to know how you guys are feeling about it, because, dude, I'm freaking loving this game, man. Like, I am. I'm so grateful that I decided to pick this up, because I'm not a big JRPG guy, dude. I don't normally care about them. The cell shading art style just never really does it that great. But okay, so if you've ever played the Prince of Persia cell shaded one, these visuals are like that. They're the really clean, like, high quality textures and stuff. Like, it looks so good. I'm just like, woo. I started Arise, but I wanted to finish Outer Worlds first. I put 60 hours into Cyberpunk. I would. Yeah, Outer Worlds is a good one. Which one do you have on Game Pass? If you got Outer Worlds on Game Pass, man, I don't know, man. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like that too. I'll want to finish a game before I start another one, because I get like that sometimes. Not always, though. It depends, man. If I'm playing a game and I'm just kind of, and I'm at a spot and I'm kind of over it, and a new game comes along and it's flashier and newer and looks better, that other one might hit my it usually hits my backlog. Cyberpunk, I need a few side quests, but I'm waiting for upgrades. Yeah, I think I'm about 27 or 28 hours into Cyberpunk, man. But I basically stuck to just the main quest line on that game. I was like, I don't know. I could not find it. Every time I'd go to do side stuff or just go and explore that open world, man, I would get so out there. I think I left Cyberpunk at about 60 hours. Yeah, as soon as it gets the update, I'm gonna go back through it and finish my because I started a Street Kid journey as well. So as soon as it gets that the next gen upgrades, I'm gonna go back through it again. Yeah, rubber bands, yeah. On the mini map. I know, it's like, we're not even trying to hide it, man. They're just that fast all of a sudden. That really sucks too, man. I hate rubber banding in racing games. It's so bad. It's so terrible. It just breaks it so much. But that rubber banding is for you too. You know what I mean? Like, it pulls them back and it pushes them forward at the same time. That's why I've just kind of grown really irritated with gosh dang it, with arcade racers, because they're so freaking, they're either really terrible or they're just not. Yeah, what's up, Frogger? So you like that game? I do. I think it's good, Mush. I think it's great. I have no regrets spending my money on it. I don't even regret buying the PlayStation 5 version. I'm glad to support the developers, man. It's a great game. It's definitely worth it. I was having such a good time on it on Xbox. I decided to buy. Right now, I got a peach pear, Gary, from Juicehead. It's freaking good. Like, it's consistent. It's been really consistent. Yeah, this Tales of Arise, man, is such a good game that I was having such a good time on it on the Xbox. And I don't want my reviews to always be like so lopsided. So I decided to go ahead and grab the PlayStation version as well, so that I could at least give people an understanding of what they can expect performance wise. And like, I think it's fine, man. I'm thinking about finally finishing Fallout New Vegas. Haven't finished it. Ooh, gosh, I got the game during the 360 era. Kept freezing, so I never. Oh, okay. Well, I think it's upgraded to 4K though, so I mean, at least it'll look like you remember. I mean, that's a good thing, right? That's the one thing I love about the Xbox is no matter what generation I go back to, except for 360 games. 360 games might and some of the earlier Xbox games. But for the most part, like if I put in anything from the old Xbox or even some of the stuff from Xbox 360, it's been upgraded to what did you think? Was it like wrong, different? It's just the performance on the performance, and I think the resolution might be a little bit lower on PlayStation. And I think the textures look better on Xbox, but like performance-wise on the 4K mode, you can definitely notice the frames dropping more on the PlayStation 5 version. If you have an Xbox and you have VRR TV, it's been a solid playthrough, dude. It's been so nice. No freaking screen tearing, no noticeable frame drops. It's been smooth. It has been good. And I've been in some interesting boss fights with a lot of stuff going on, and I haven't noticed the frame drops. But I'm sure Digital Foundry will be out shortly to show us that 1 or 2 frame rate drop during you know what I mean, during the heavy freaking magic, cut scenes or whatever during combat. Same thing they did with Scarlet Nexus. Well, there's a drop in the frame right here, and as you can see, he's doing a move that you have no control over, but the frame drops. We got to point that right out, man. See the thing where it goes right down and right back? Oh my gosh, dude. That shit's getting so old with that crap. It's like, is it performing like that the whole way through? Like when I'm running through the streets, everything like that? No, dude. Scarlet Nexus, for me, my own playthrough, I was happy with it. I thought it was fine. I didn't notice any of the crap they were talking about. It was a pretty smooth experience. And I didn't even have a VRR TV yet, man. So, yeah. Oh dang, Jeff B, not gonna like this. I put out a video earlier to keep him busy. I think he's been busy with that video, dude. He's up to like 100 and something. Let's see, he's up to 100. Oh no, that's 124 views. Let's see what the comments were on that. Oh gosh. Yeah, he's up to 101 comments already, so that thing's flying off the hook with 38 likes. Mellow L, you sound just like him. Do you think? Oh dang, Jeff B. They have to scrap. They have to scrape the bucket. I'd only going to get worse as this generation goes on. Yeah, I gave him a reply to his journal towards you. I know, dude. Oh, man. I got Jeff to admit Game Pass is an advantage. Game Pass is it is an advantage. It is, but I mean, at the same time, like if PlayStation started putting first party in PS Now like day one, dude, it'd be game over, dude. Like it'd be game over, man. Like that would be big on the PlayStation side, guys. That would be big, and there would be shockwaves felt for a long time. So I mean, yeah, Game Pass is amazing, but PlayStation, if they wanted to, they could fight back. Like they really could fight back and make it a worthwhile freaking like. It would be good for competition for sure. It would definitely be good, and I could see like PlayStation. Dude, if PlayStation went back to the way they were handling PlayStation 4 in the beginning, with that attitude, this would be one hell of a competition going forward, guys. One hell of a competition. I do think PS5 came to the market a little bit underpowered in the sense that, you're going to have this, like with Scarlet Nexus, you're going to have these lower frame rates and stuff like that, kind of pestering you throughout the generation. No VRR support. Definitely VRR support could clear a lot of that up. It could make it a lot better. Bring that a lot closer. But at the same time, right now, yeah, dude, Game Pass is freaking amazing. Especially with all of Microsoft first party going on there day and date. Yeah. And some of the other games they're putting on there, third party. I don't think so. PlayStation games are made that quick to justify a subscription. They would need a lot of studios. Yeah, that's exactly why Microsoft's out there buying a lot of studios. They would definitely have to invest heavily in providing more content or providing more content to PlayStation Now, like Microsoft has invested heavily in it. So it would if PlayStation decided to do that, they would definitely be behind, to an extent where they would have to pay a lot more money out in deals to get deals on there. Microsoft just has too much money. They don't care about money. Yeah. Microsoft could fund this for a while, if they wanted to without making any money on it. But they're making money because they're saving a ton of money just off advertising their own games, guys. PlayStation has to fork out a lot of money in advertising, whereas Xbox, all they got to do is advertise Game Pass, guys. So are not made that quick. Yeah, they're definitely not made fast enough to. But if they did, if they did start putting them on there, it would change pretty quick. I think just the fact their game's going on PS Now day and date, even if they were like a couple of years apart, I think that would still give them enough enough positive PR to where it wouldn't matter if they were putting them out every 6 months or every year or every 2 years. Multiplayer, once you beat one and done. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, man. Like, even with Microsoft, bro, you could every 6 months buy a month, play those games for 30 days, and come back in 6 more months and pay your $15 and play more. Yeah, there is no going back. Christian, there's no going back, man. I can't go back to regular 4K TVs either. Yeah, dude, that's the same with me. I did play a lot of games I normally wouldn't play, but I used to games I normally wouldn't play before. I would normally buy them when they were on discount. I would normally buy them when they were at discount. The new Game Pass ad is funny. I was rolling. I haven't seen the new one yet. Gosh, where's everybody going, man? Nobody wants to talk about Tales of Arise. Maybe I should change the name to this. I mean, we're almost at an hour on this. Does anybody have like anybody have any questions that would make when somebody watches this later, answer any questions or anything for them? Ooh. Jeff B. Show. No, I should just let him co-host with me, guys. I should just let him co-host, man. Just invite him on every time. Be like, Jeff, give us your take on Kraken tonight, bro. I want to know what's cracking. I am working on a video about that. Like the comparing how big the game installs are on the Xbox versus the PlayStation 5. So I'm definitely working on something like that so that you guys can understand Kraken, because Kraken for the most part does do a pretty good job at like shrinking game files, at least what we can see. So I definitely am getting a pretty decent amount of games on that 1 terabyte. So that 1 terabyte card I bought. Yo, Frogboy, you should change the title to Xbox has more games than PlayStation. Oh, damn. You on the mic and him on the chat. Yeah, that's funny. Frog, how are the dungeons? You know what, man? I don't necessarily think that there's really not any dungeons. There's really not any dungeons that you. I mean, like. Yeah, I don't. They're just. I mean, I guess you could call like the in between stages. No, they're not necessarily dungeons though. I haven't found any dungeons yet. Fishing's pretty fun. Cool. There's not necessarily dungeons. They're It's kind of a linear experience in the fact that like it's open like Final Fantasy VII Remake is. Like you can go back to everywhere you've already been. Yeah, I don't necessarily think there's. I wouldn't call them dungeons. And did you like this game more than Kingdoms of Amalur? I like Kingdoms of Amalur a lot. I haven't finished Kingdoms of Amalur. I actually just bought the Re-Reckoning when that launched, and I haven't been able to really sit down and play through it. But I definitely do think that. I don't know. I don't know. I need to finish that game to find out. It's definitely in my backlog. Oh. I do like this better than I like Kingdoms of Amalur because I did sit down and I started Kingdoms of Amalur, and I did not get as sucked into it as I am with this one. Some Battlefront 2 after the stream. What do you want to play it on, PlayStation or Xbox? I don't remember what you said it was on. I think you were asking about the PlayStation. You ever played Pillars of Eternity series? I have not played the Pillars one. Put a ton of hours on 360 as a hidden gem. Let me see if I have it downloaded on anything. No, because I think it would have been right there. Oh. What do you want to play it on, Straggly Rock? What the hell is it? Yeah, I don't have it downloaded on Xbox. PlayStation because your Game Pass ran out. Oh, man. That means I got to download it. I don't know how long that's going to take. Battlefield 2 because I wouldn't play anything else. Yeah, I have not played Pillars of Eternity series yet. Oh, Deathloop installed, man. Whoa, that's only an hour. Oh, yeah, it's fucking 10 o'clock. Holy crap, dude. Nothing is ever freaking. $115 freaking gigabytes for this game, dude. Holy crap. Yeah, it's going to take like 3 hours according to this. So I'm going to download it so that it's on there. Yeah, I don't even have it downloaded on my Xbox, man, because I haven't played it in so long. I haven't played it since Battlefield 5 came out. I usually stop playing them after the new one comes out. Yeah, that's so big, dude. 118 gigabytes. Wow, he has 1 gig down. That should maybe take 20 minutes or so. Yeah, it should go pretty quick. Like, I got gigabit internet, so It always says way longer than what it really takes. On master difficulty, thinking about getting Fire Team 1. It's a bit more refined. Fire Team 1? Oh, okay. Yeah. Have you ever played D&D Frog? I have some, Cabbage, but it's not. I don't really like that. I don't really like that that turn-based stuff. But I play like Diablo and stuff like that, like isometric action RPGs a lot. I guess I could have checked the download size for Tales of Arise on the PlayStation 5. Oh yeah, I got lots of external storage. I've got 8 terabytes on my Series X. I got a 4 terabyte for my PlayStation 4 games, PlayStation 5 games. Yeah, I probably should get an 8 terabyte for the PlayStation as well. I don't know. I just stopped buying a lot of third-party games on the PlayStation 4 Pro when I got the Xbox One X. Anybody want to know more about this? This Quest VR, man? I think it's pretty cool. I have 950 megabytes a second. I usually download from my phone on the app, and nearly every time within 30 minutes or so, it gets fully downloaded. Yeah, it's usually how fast they usually take for mine too. Like I'll get a thing on my phone when that's done. I'm having trouble getting Back for Blood digital or Fiasco because the still case on Best Buy for Xbox. Yeah. I'm not going to buy no still case. As you can see, I don't have that big of a wall of Virgin. No, I'm just I buy all my games digital now. I used to trade them in all the time when I was done with them. Now I don't have to trade them in no more. It actually is freaking pretty smooth on that Quest 2, dude. Like I'm kind of blown away with just how good it feels. How it's way better than PSVR, way more freaking. Oh man, and the resolution's higher. Beat Saber looks better. What else? I got this rock climbing game, dude. It's so fun, and it looks so good. I was like, wow, man, this does not look bad. The last time I played VR was on my PSVR, and like this one here just looks a lot better. I'm still working on a review. I just haven't really sat down and played with it much since the other day. I was really getting into it. I let the kids play it. Every time you pick up the controller on here, it turns on the headset too. So it's like, whoa, it's a little weird. I don't know. My Series X disk drive even works because I only play digital. I know. I tried to put that. This is the only game I tried to put in my Xbox Series X, bro. I wanted to see if it would work. LOL, Wall of Virgin. Drink gas guy. That is a pretty big Wall of Virgin, bro. I bet that dude's way into anime. When you build your PC, play Half-Life out. Yeah, definitely one of those things. That's another good thing. That's another plus about this is I just need like a cord. Like a USB Type-C, and I can plug it right into my PC and use this headset to play PC games because it does have pretty high resolution. I think the PSVR taps out at like 1080p, and this one here is like 1944p or something. So like it's pretty high resolution. Like it looks pretty damn good. The screen door effect is nowhere near as bad as the PlayStation 5. James gets more ass than pussy. Oh gosh, I don't even think I've ever heard a Dreamcast guy talk about a girlfriend. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Maybe he said, I don't know. No, I don't know, man. I'm married, so Dreamcast guy probably gets more than I do. No, I'm just joking. Half-Life 3, I haven't heard anything. I did hear a leak about some games coming to Steam, and Injustice 3, and then some more PlayStation games are going to new ones like Ghost of Tsushima and Returnal. Some other stuff are going to PC. That's the only thing I've heard today. Some leak that I was looking at. I try to kind of. I try to avoid some of that stuff just because it's like always super negative. Well, not super negative. I haven't done my top 10. I got like my top 5, man. I've decided I'm going to rework that list, Onyx. I'm going to do my top 10 third party, top 10, and then top 10 for each platform. Capilla, how you doing, man? I know my top number 1 game is Castlevania Symphony of the Night, dude. I love that freaking game. Just pre-ordered Deathloop. Nice, man. I just finished my download. Are you friends with me on the PlayStation, Capilla? Because if you are, we should do the online thing, man. Make a video on top 10. Okay, I'll do that, guys. I'll actually put some thought in there. I'll make a top 10, and then I'll put some. I was thinking about doing it the other day, but I've got to go all the way back. I think I'll do my top 10, and I'll only go back as far as PlayStation 1. Dude, there's so many, man. There's like Shenmue. That was a life-changing experience for me. I'm going to do it at like games that like changed my outlook on gaming and stuff. Top 10 online videos you watch? No, I'm not. I'm Frogboy X1 on my thing too, Capilla. So just go ahead and put that up. Go ahead and send me a request on there, and I will. For me, Red Dead 2 and The Last of Us 1. Those are good. I like so many Sony first-party games that I'm going to have to just do a top 10 PlayStation, a top 10 Xbox, top 10 Nintendo or something. Because I think that would be a better way to break it out, too. And then and then after I'm done with those lists, then I can go through and see which ones would be like a top 10 overall, because, man, I've never really ever tried to even do that, man. Like, I've never put that much thought into it. I know for sure that Castlevania Symphony of the Night is my favorite game, my top game I've ever played. And then Witcher 3 is right after that. Witcher 3 is freaking amazing. And the reason I like Witcher 3 so much is every time I go through that game, it's a different experience. Like, the experience feels different. It doesn't feel samey. So that game gets a lot of props for me, because it feels so it's so good, and it feels so original every time I play through it. Best PlayStation console ever was, I think for me, it was a tie between 1 and 2. Because I love so many. Oh yeah, Soul Reaver's freaking amazing. Like, that's what I'm saying, dude. There's so many games. Maximo Ghost of Glory. Yeah, baby. Did you know, Gary, that the Maximo Ghost of Glory is a spiritual successor to Ghosts and Goblins and Ghosts and Ghouls, Super Ghosts and Ghouls? That was the 3D rendition of that game. I love that freaking. Oh yeah, guys. You know, like, everybody's talking about like gamer scores and shit. I'm like, dude, I beat freaking Ghosts and Ghouls on Nintendo, man. Your gaming score don't mean nothing, bro. I mean, like anybody that beat Ninja Turtles on the freaking Nintendo, man, my hat's off to him, man, because that game was freaking hard. You know, I did not play R-Type. But I should have. There was a time in my life, Mr. Onyx, that I was broke. Dang, man. Let me see what that R-Type is. I don't remember ever playing that, but oh, okay. I probably have played that. I thought it was some other. Yes, bro. It was good. Then we're some freaking. Man, I used to come home from freaking school. I remember that when I got that Super Nintendo, Gary. I would come home every freaking day after school, and I would sit there for hours on that freaking Super Ghouls and Ghosts, dude. That game was just so good. I loved it so much. I'm not even going to lie, guys. It took me a long time to shed freaking 2D side scrollers for 3D games, man, because I freaking love those so much. And I just feel like my favorite 2D side-scrolling game ever was Castlevania Symphony of the Night, man. And that's the biggest reason why that game stays at number one for me, is because that was my first actual action RPG / 2D side-scroller. That game took me so long, and it was just so fun figuring that things out, that experience stuck with me throughout the years. That, you know, anytime there's like a Metroidvania type game, I'm all for it, man. I love them. And now, you know, I mean, like Control Remedy was the first one that gave me that feeling again that Castlevania Symphony of the Night gave me back in that day, and I really, really loved it. Oh, Splinter Cell is such a good game, guys. Yeah, R-Type as NES. Okay, I do remember playing that Ionix. I do. I was kind of broke back then. So, I mean, it was like I had to be really picky and choosy about what games I got. And I'm telling you, dude, like Super Ghouls and Ghosts was like my game for like a year. Like, I loved playing that game. It was mine too. Yeah. My top 10, Vagina. Yeah. I give that my top 10. Oh, dude. Time Crisis, yeah. With the kickback gun. Time Crisis was fun. I never owned Time Crisis, but my friend had it, so I played that at his house. Kingdom Hearts 2 on PC. Okay. I'm almost done with Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Xbox, but the kids were watching me play that game. And then they kind of just got bored with it, so we just quit. I was trying to get my daughter into those to start playing those kind of games because I was getting sick and tired of buying the Fortnite V-Bucks. So I just started buying a whole bunch of games that I thought she would like. And yeah, she doesn't play any of them. She just still plays Fortnite. Then and Mega Man Legends so many times. Yeah. If you've got it on Xbox, Christian, I got it on Xbox and PlayStation, and the Xbox version looks way better, dude. Way better. Like, it's almost like they redid it. The graphics just look way smoother. The one on the PlayStation literally looks like it did on the PlayStation. I think if I had to go back when I was younger, before I turned 20, the most gaming experiences that I ever had was all on the PlayStation. And then right after that, I went to Dreamcast, and then I went back to PlayStation 2. I had a Nintendo 64 during that time, and Atari Jaguar 64. Dude, I had made me get a girlfriend. It was amazing. I didn't either. I rented it from Hollywood Video. Nice. Yeah, back then we could rent our games and stuff, dude. Super Nintendo was such a freaking beast, man. I loved that Super Nintendo as much as I loved that PlayStation 1, dude. Like, those were like my consoles back in the day, man. It looks good on the Xbox, huh? I wish they would bring Contra back, like really bring Contra back. You know, like I think Contra's due for like a really gritty third person style game, co-op third person. The girl suddenly shows. Damn it, Straggler Rock. Dreamcast, Supersonic, and Capcom. Oh, dude. When I first bought that Dreamcast, I had Let's Get Ready to Rumble. I had, where was it? Royal Rumble. That Sonic Adventure. Blue Stinger. Gosh, dang it. There was another one, too, that I had. I remember playing Sword of Berserk, Gatsu's Rage on that. I remember there was a lot of games, like House of the Dead, like so many freaking games on that damn Dreamcast. It was just such a good system. Star Wars games on Super Nintendo. Oh yeah, dude, Star Wars was such a good experience. I love those, man. Aladdin, Lion King, dude. Super Nintendo was with me for a long time. Nah, bro, PS2, fucking extreme. Was deal of the decade at the time. Yeah. How much was PS2 when it came out? Was it $299 or was it like $199? I don't even remember. Or $249 or something. Dreamcast was $199. I remember that. And then the damn controllers with the little freaking the Soul Calibur Crazy Taxi. Yeah. Soul Calibur, yeah, it was the first time I ever played Soul Calibur was on that damn Dreamcast too. Dreamcast, Shenmue, man. Oh, Shenmue was the other game I got, dude. That was the one. Prince of Persia. Yeah, I love Prince of Persia, 2D Prince of Persia's. $199, I think. I think it was, dude. I think that was $199 as well. That PlayStation 2 was freaking the very first game I played on PlayStation 2 was Metal Gear Solid 2. Bruce Buffer was actually announcing and Ready to Rumble. Yeah, that was so cool. Dude, that was like the first game I was like, that was the first game I popped in my Dreamcast. No lie, dude. And like we're sitting there boxing and the dudes are getting like black eyes and fat lips. And I was like, whoa, dude, these graphics are so cool, man. I remember freaking out, dude. That was like the first time I was like, that was like the first time I ever seen like a real like graphical like upgrade to where it was like, whoa, man, that shit blew my freaking mind. Like before that, everything was like pixel art. You know what I mean? Like everything looked like pixel art. And then the Dreamcast comes along and people's got mouths and eyes and everything. And like, I was just like, whoa, Blue Stinger looked amazing. I was so blown away with that Dreamcast that Dreamcast was a life-altering experience for me. PlayStation, like Super Nintendo, the PlayStation because of the games. I had a Saturn too, but the PlayStation just had way more better games. Well, no, Saturn was pretty good too. Like I like that damn Sega Saturn, but the controller of the PlayStation, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm out, y'all. Take care, everyone. All right, Onyx, have a good night, my friend. Was it something I said? Did I do something wrong? Now you're leaving? No, I'm just joking. Mega Man Legends and controller are actually pretty similar. Yeah. I've tried to go back and play like 2D games, guys. Like the only 2D game that I've really had a good time with lately was the spiritual successor to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's called Bloodstained. I don't know if you guys have played that, but it's made by Iga, the guy that did Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and it's pretty close, man. It's pretty close. It definitely looks great. It feels amazing. The PS2 got one. Yeah, that's very true. I remember my mom playing Super Mario Bros. On the NES. Dude, on my Super Nintendo NES, when I first got that thing, the only things I could literally afford was the free Mario game that came with it, and Bill Lambert's Combat Basketball. It was the only game that was like $29 that I could buy. I was 12 years old, man, and I had a paper route. I had to go get a paper route to get a freaking Super Nintendo. Just beat the first Lord in her eyes. Nice. Yeah, dude, that ball sack. I meant ball sack. Ball sack. I thought for sure, delusional, that when that thing popped up behind him, I was like, oh boy, this is gonna get really freaking interesting. I was like, oh my gosh. Ori and the Hollow Knight, slowly, yeah. Dude, I'm stuck on this part in Ori and the Will of the Wisps. It's like this watery, colorful looking area. It's like light blues and pinks and all kinds of other colors. I'm stuck there, dude. Like, you got to jump on bubbles and stuff. I don't know where the hell to go. Oh yeah, I forgot about Ori. I beat the first Ori, and the second Ori I'm working on. But Ori is like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, so it definitely gets a lot of love for me. Why do I always forget about that game though? It was pretty damn good. Bloodstain's just really sitting with me. I like Ori, but not the way that I like Castlevania. Or Bloodstained. I like Ori, but I like the gothic feel to the other two games. I like that medieval gothic look. My girlfriend 100% Ori. Damn, dude. Which one? The first one or the second one? The second one's kind of hard, man. It's a lot harder than the first one, that's for sure. I haven't played that much of the second Ori yet. Yeah, I want to beat that one. I actually want to sit down and finish it, but oh, dude, I get so freaking overwhelmed. My anxiety starts going freaking nuts. Oh, damn, both of them. Holy crap. That's amazing, honestly. Ah. Oh. So lucky. Yeah, I know, huh? Gonna have to have her beat them freaking both on mine, too, man. I wonder if my wife would even want to play something like that. It was already, I mean, it wasn't super hard to get my wife to sit down and play It Takes Two, but we need to finish that. We're still not finished with It Takes Two yet. Still got a lot, I don't know, man. We probably got a long ways to go on that, to tell you the truth. We need to sit down and play through it some more. I wish someone would beat games for me, LOL. I know, just watch the playthroughs, Christian, and you can do it by yourself. Does it count if you watch a playthrough as beating a game? No. I love the art style of the new Blood Rain. Wonder if it's any good though. I don't know, man. I want Blood Rain to come back to the way it used to be. I love those kind of games. I do. I mean, I love that hack and slash style game, you know, like Devil May Cry type stuff. But I also love, oh man, guys, we cracked the 800 subscribers. 800, man. Doing it. We also, the heck. Yeah, that Blood Rain, dude. If they would bring back the old Blood Rain with new visuals and shit, dude, it'd be so good, dude. Nah, my gamer score and points though. My T is for PlayStation games. Yeah. Oh, YouTube is for PlayStation games. So I've only been an Xbox gamer for. I've only really because I used to have an old gamer tag that I had on my 360 and stuff. My gamer score is over 50,000 now in 4 years. Is that good? If you're like comparing like yardsticks or whatever, is 50,000 in 4 years good or what? I don't know. Maybe I'm just asking questions because I'm thinking about getting into this whole chasing the freaking gamer score, guys. No, I'm just joking. I bet Dreamcast got paid thousands of dollars for Game Boy. Oh gosh. No, I'm a gamer school. Congrats, bro. Thanks. Yeah, third person Blood Rain is where it's at. I just want a new Blood Rain with better visuals, man. Because I remember playing Blood Rain on Dreamcast and PlayStation 2. Or was it just PlayStation 2? I don't remember. I don't remember exactly which one I played that on, but I remember those Blood Rains, dude. 1 and 2 were so freaking cool. Like, I like the acrobatic in there, dude. Like the acrobatic stuff, like the flipping around and stuff. I like it in freaking Tales of Arise too, man. Like you do like the backflips and stuff. Oh my gosh, dude. I love dodging and like getting in there and doing my combos and stuff. It's so fun. It's one of the streamers that make it play through a hard part for you. Oh yeah, I remember that on the PlayStation 4. I think you could do that. I know that you could do that on the PlayStation 4. I don't know if you could do it on the Xbox. But I'm pretty sure that will come with the you'll be able to do that with this other thing. Okay, so I'm gonna let this stream go till about 1:30 or an hour and 30 minutes, guys, and then I want to try to see if I can finish Tales of Arise tonight. Because if I don't freaking hurry up and get through that and get the rest of my story, I'm gonna be pretty bitter. And I've got like so much other stuff because I want to try to get through this within the next hour so that I can play. Because I feel like I feel like I'm definitely on the last stage, but it's been pretty story heavy toward the end. Until they got rid of Mixer. Oh yeah, I forgot about Mixer, huh? Mixer was great, dude. I wish they would bring Mixer back. That was kind of fun. I got 53,000 score too. Nice. Yeah, so I did all that in about 4 years, man. 4 years. When you hit 1,000, you got to do some giveaway and criticize Dreamcast guys while a virgin. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about if I buy any more games on both consoles, I'm going to pick up a physical one on the PlayStation, and then probably. But see, that's not going to do my Xbox fans any good too if I'm just giving out PlayStation. But the Xbox games I'm going to buy and keep. You know, the PlayStation ones, I'm buying a. I don't know. I'll have to just get like some gift cards or something, guy. Take big breaks though. Yeah. Soul Reaver to come back. Well, dude, I've been texting Amy Hennig on on Twitter telling her to bring it back, dude. Or even Legacy of Kain, dude. I mean, Legacy of Kain was good too, man. I would be perfectly okay if they bring both of those back. But all right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys get back to gaming because I want to get back to gaming. And when I do, I'm gonna probably stream Deathloop for about an hour tonight at 10 o'clock. I'll jump on right at 10 o'clock and I will stream exactly 1 hour of that tonight. So if you guys want to see what it looks like and talk to me while I'm playing around with it, getting to see what's going on there, then that's going to be awesome. But I want to play a little bit of, oh shoot, I don't even know if I should get into Tales of Arise tonight, to tell you the truth, guys. I probably should just play that tomorrow because Monday's my days for going live. So maybe I'm just going to do that tomorrow. Right when I get home, I'm just going to jump on that and finish it. Deathloop been getting good reviews so far. Yeah, I'm excited to play it. I want to play it. Mainly with somebody else invading my game. It's kind of how I want to experience that. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on Deathloop right at 10 o'clock. Did you buy it too, Straggly Rock? Did you buy Deathloop? If you bought Deathloop, man, definitely invade my game. I'm up for that. I want to see how that works because that's what ultimately drug me into buying that game. Is the online play. So I'm definitely going to have to find somebody online to play that against. Love to play Frog, but I'm blocked. Currently being an Xbox gamer. Don't worry, Delusional Grandeur. You know, in 1 year from today, we're downloading that on Game Pass, and we're gonna freaking play the hell out of it. And it's gonna probably look and run a lot better. For Xbox native 120 FPS version, I know. I don't know why they don't just do a 1080p 120 on this one too. I'll do 60 either way. I know, man. I'm gonna have 2 versions of that game too, guys. No, I mean I feel good with already supporting them one time. I feel good. I feel good with that. I'll download the other one on the. I'll download the other one on Game Pass. I've already paid my money for that. And if I end up not liking it, then I won't feel too bad about it. And I won't feel too bad about that. You guys need to share my other video that I just put out. Share it as many times as you can. Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. Just share it. Start sharing my videos, guys, everywhere you can. Huh. We need to grow. We need to grow. This video, this YouTube channel really does need to start, supporting itself, because I have invested a lot of money in it, and I need to start, I need to have it at least pay for the second version. You know what I mean? Like when I buy my games, I'm still going to buy my stuff, but it needs to at least, be able to buy the second copy so I can continue to keep covering other systems. That's basically all I'm really hoping to achieve out of this, to tell you the truth. Or maybe if the developers give me one copy and I buy the other one, that would be sufficient too. Now I'm getting the first part on each console. Then if I like a third-party game, I buy it on both. I don't know, man. I mean, I wish the performance gap wasn't as big as it is between these two consoles. And that goes for Microsoft too, dude. I wish they would have done a faster SSD like the PlayStation. Right now, it hasn't really affected it much because it hasn't really necessarily held it back in any way, shape, or form. But as soon as they really do start tapping into that that PlayStation SSD, it's probably going to get a lot better. Sony channeled his fanboys if they were going to buy Deathloop, and over 75% said no, which was making other people think that they didn't want to buy it because it's an Xbox game. What a bunch of babies, dude. YouTube Meta is covering Pony Salt and calling them out for the stupid shit they say and do. Really? I hope so, man, because yeah, dude, it seems like lately my Xbox videos have been doing a lot better. And we are drawing a lot bigger crowd of Xbox people, to the channel too, to the community. And that's great, but I want PlayStation people to feel welcome too, because at the end of the day, guys, I do love my PlayStation, and I do love my PlayStation first party games. So I do want them to feel comfortable. Guaranteed to you're gonna hit 5,000 by New Year's. Nice. I hope so. A lot of people don't like me. No, I'm just joking. They're like, this guy's way too real, man. How is this for real? Is this guy really a YouTuber? He's not like clickbaiting the shit out of us, man. Somebody already put a downvote on this stream. Really? Why do I get downvotes, man? I'm not a bad guy. I'm not being mean to PlayStation tonight. I really am not. This hasn't even been a Game Pass commercial tonight, guys. What the freak? The longest Game Pass commercial ever. 134 minutes and 37 seconds. Oh, man. All right, guys. I'm going to do some gaming. I will see you guys Wednesday for sure. I might go live tomorrow. I don't know. Probably just put out another video. It was probably Jeff. Huh? He jumped in to hit that downvote and then jumped out. All right, guys. I'm really going to go this time. I really appreciate you guys coming and watching. It's always fun to talk about games. It really is. It's always fun to hang out with you guys. You guys always make me laugh. You crack me up. Can I join on PS? Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. You got Deathloop, right? I was arguing with him earlier. Oh, I know you were. I was reading those comments, but I was like, oh, man, I'm trying to go live, and I'm grocery shopping and trying to do all this stuff. So I'm like, shit, I wanted to be in there as much as I could. But, yeah, likewise. Yeah, definitely join me. It's about an hour before it comes out, Straggly Rock. Let me see if that Star Wars is on there. Oh. I know it said it was ready to play, but that was like the first 15 freaking gigabytes of the game or whatever. Is Deathloop crossplay with PC? It might be. It might be. I don't know. Wow, only 113 minutes left, guys. I'd assume it's made by Microsoft, not Sony. Yeah. I'm actually considering just buying Diablo 2 on the PlayStation 5, guys. I don't know, though, man. That's... Well, we got Death Stranding next week. We've got some other stuff next week. Oh, wait, I forgot this Life is Strange came out. Should I get that one? I like the visuals of it, but I don't know. Why the PS5 for D2? I don't know. Because I really don't buy any games on just this anymore. Just wondering. I don't know. No, I'm going to get that one on Xbox. Maybe I should just buy this Life is Strange. No, because I know that it's possible I'm going to get a better version on the Xbox. Looking at Life is Strange, maybe SJW, but I don't know for sure. I love the other ones, though. Oh, you thought it was good? Oh, dang. No, I just bought Deathloop. I still gotta finish Tales of Arise, and then I'll look into getting one of those other games. Maybe, I don't know. All right, guys, I'm going gaming. I will see you guys in the next one.